Hello everyone and welcome back to our blind let's play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. My name is FlightlessBird and this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we start episode 3 of the third game in the trilogy, Recipe for Turnabout. After a wild case which seems to be very debated amongst some people in our community over whether or not episode 2 was a great case or a not great case. So I'll have my thoughts on the case again in our final video in the trilogy, which will rank all the cases. I'm really looking forward to see what episode 3 has to bring, considering that, you know, I heard about the cursed threes, but you know, the episode 3 in the last game was actually a lot of fun and I really laughed my way the entire time through it. So, without more further ado, let's jump in and let's see what this is all about, shall we?
Well, that's enough. Court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
Hey, it wasn't me, I swear it wasn't me.
The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee.
No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. Saw a cyclops? I saw someone else there. A man. He's a real killer. That must look like Phoenix. Why won't anyone believe me? Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up on it, yo. Mr. Wright?
The court finds the defendant guilty.
Wait, we lost a pane?
This court is adjourned.
We lost a pane? What's going on here? It's like a game over screen. What is going on here? This is like playing Eternal Darkness where the Sandy effects kicks in and it's like you died. No, we're just kidding. You didn't really die. What? January 6th, 10:03 a.m. Wright and Company law offices. The start of a new year always makes me feel like I take on a whole new world. I bet it does, Maya. So I decided that our resolution should be Safari! To take on the world! Can we not say Safari, please? What do you think? I think having a resolution based off a guy who murdered someone is a bad idea. Sure, whatever, Maya. I think maybe you have more than enough mistletoe cake. Never! You gotta eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game. Yeah, I can see that. I remember there was one New Year's where we were chilling with the family and friends of the church. And we were staying up to like 3 or 4 a.m. playing Jenga. Yes, I know, Jenga. It was weird. Eventually the parents kicked everyone out because the Jenga was making too much noise and no one could sleep. But it was New Year's, you know? They had to work the next day. Well, at least we don't have to. Hey, pal? Hey, Gumshoe. What? Whoa. You don't look happy. Detective Gumshoe. Happy New Year, Detective. Well, likewise. Now listen up, right? I wanna... Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer police cooperation. Well, yeah, me too. Alright, pal. I mean, you got some explaining to... Have you, got a holiday present for me, Detective? Gumshoe apparently is not happy with us, but Maya does not want to let him talk. Well, what? Well, I, here, have this. It's really nothing much, but I hope he didn't give her his gun. Yay, thanks. Well, look, pal, we need to talk. Take a seat. Hey, what about Pearly? You haven't forgotten her present, have you? Well, no, yes, no, are you doing this on purpose? Is it a tradition to give presents during New Year's? Like, I know it's a tradition to do it during Christmas time, but it is January 6th, not January 1st. Kind of strange. Guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year? Very funny, pal. Oh, it was all a joke. Okay, I got it now. Well, now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. That looks like us in a magazine. What is it? A magazine? Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced? Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about you. Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case. Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. What is going on? When was that issue from anyway? Well, December of last year, which I guess makes it last month. Which makes it old news, you mean? But I was involved in a poison case in December. What's going on? So what do you think this is all about, Nick? Well, if it wasn't you, pal, then it leaves only one possibility. We have a double? No way, you don't mean? A foe? A phony Nick? This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with this one, too. Magazine clipping added to the court record. An article from December 5th says it was trounced when my client was found guilty. So? What are you gonna do about it, pal? Oh, what do you mean? What am I going to do about it? Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. My fault? What? How do you figure that? Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of. Well, yeah. See what happens when the hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. You better make this right, pal. Now. And that means taking the case back to court. You got it? Sounds like we got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. So what, we're gonna take it up on appeal? I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. Hold the dots. I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year. So, you're going to take the case, right? Good. I'm going to head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct to drop it by if you need something, okay, pal? Well, this case is beginning odd. I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. The client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation. I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of guy would do that? Godot, maybe? But at the same time, that didn't look like Godot. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over. And started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewaterland. I wonder if that bellboy is going to send me a greeting card this year, too. By the way, I hope everyone's having a wonderful, fantastic day today. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. He's sort of a keepsake, something to remember Mia by. Sure, the office is a mess, but I never forget to water this little fella. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night too. Which, I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Difficult looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long that they're covered in a layer of dust. I guess I should at least pretend to read them once in a while. It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so it's still super neat and tidy from when Pearls cleaned it. Alright, let's look at our evidence here. My all-important badge, it shows that I'm a defense attorney. Present from Maya reacts to people who have secrets in their hearts. An article from December 5th says I was trapped and my client was found guilty. By the way, I can't look at this or examine it. Maya Fey, age 19, my assistant in disciple in the crying tradition spirit channeling. I noticed that our picture is no longer here, by the way. Mia Fey, deceased. Maya's older sister, my eternal mentor and life-in-law, passed away 2 years ago. Godo, age questions, all the question marks. The prosecutor who is shrouded in mystery seems to know me somehow. Dick Gumshoe, age 32, homicide detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. Alright, let's go ahead and present her these. So you still got that badge, I see. Huh? Well, I am a lawyer, aren't I? Well, yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep on being one for this long. You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job. I fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people. She doesn't know anything about the Magatama? Even someone as worldly wise as me doesn't know anything about everything, Nick. Worldly wise. So I, the great Maya, am sad to say I can tell you much about this object. A simple yes or no, Maya. It's not as if you had to give me a dissertation. I can't believe you got an impersonator. I can't either. But look on the bright side. Only famous stars have people impersonating them. Well, this isn't funny, Maya. It's not just an impersonation. This guy stole my identity. And someone may have been wrongfully convicted as a result. Guess you should have gone into a showbiz, huh, Nick? I never understand how your mind works, Maya. So, how's your spirit medium training going? Well, I stand under the rushing waters of the showerhead every day. That's called taking a shower. What happened to the rushing waters of a waterfall? Well, I'm kind of taking a break. I'm having a bit of trouble right now, you know? Last year's incident must still be on her mind. I haven't seen Maya train at all since that time. I think Mia said that it's because Maya's kind of torn these days. Yeah, you remember she said that. Mia helped me out in court again last time. It's so cool that you get to meet my sis like that. Yeah. We mediums lose consciousness when we're channeling, so I don't get to see my sis. Well, you do when Pearlie's in command, right? I never really thought about it that way. Hey, if you want to meet Mia, why don't we just have Pearl's color? Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. No, I couldn't do that. I'd be too worried about her. Aw, what a good sister. Or cousin. But, you know, she's like the big sister, right? I guess Maya's got all sorts of things to think about, too. Despite her immaturity saying otherwise. So you still can't remember anything about Godo, huh? I already told you, I have no idea who he is, let alone why he dislikes me so much. Well, he sure seems to have a problem with you for some reason. You better watch your back, Nick. Coffee lovers can be bitter. You're just making that up, Maya. Digging up an old case that's already been rolled on? That's not like Gumshoe, is it? No, he barely manages to stay on top of the cases in front of him. Yeah, he's always busy and gets dirt pay. I mean, look at that dusty old coat he wears. Did you mean he gets paid dirt, or do you really think that they pay him in gravel? What to do? So, what's our first move? I guess we go down to Detention Center and talk. Wait a sec, Nick. The person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't going to be jumping up at the chance to meet you, right? Well, hey, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me, it was a fake me that did this. I wonder if he looks exactly like you. You're funny. Zin A Op. I mean, Zin A Op? I hope not. Shudder. And what kind of a name for an evil double is Zin A Op anyway? I don't get it. Oh, I get it. I understand. I understand. Oh, Maya's really clever. Yeah, she's really clever. Alright, Zin Eop. If you don't get it, maybe they'll explain it, but I'm not going to spoil it for you here. If you don't understand it, let me know in the comments below, and I'll tell you how you can reflect on this name. Ah, Nick, I got it. If you're going to ask whether I got a twin brother, the answer is no. Spoil sport. Any ideas? Did you notice that Gimsher was acting weirdly unusual, or was it just me? What do you mean? I mean, he was really worked out. Like a guy who's just found out he's going to be a dad or something. Well, yeah, I guess he was acting kind of strange. Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick. All the dots. Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya. Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you, then maybe it's because of our new guilty client. Or maybe that's not really Gumshoe. Maybe that's the doppelganger. Maybe the doppelganger has a way of, like, dressing and acting like other people. I mean, I guess it could happen, right? Criminal Affairs or Detention Center? Let's go to Detention Center first. January 6th, Detention Center Visitors Room. This is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. Hey, I didn't do it! Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Oh! Okay. I wasn't expecting her. I mean, when I say her, she looks like Bird. You remember Bird from the last game? How could you do? How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary. I've been able to stop crying. Aren't you? Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down. Are you? Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember, Maggie Bird. It is Bird. Holy cow, it is Bird. Huh. I didn't realize it was her. I just said it looked like her, but I didn't know it was actually her. Maggie Bird. Apparently got a new job. I mean, she did say that she left the police force, right? What was her voice anyway? Oh, look at that salute. Maggie Bird, she's a policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop too. I remember that case. First Maya always get in trouble, now Bird. What are you doing in here? Did I get you a quit? Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Oh, I see. So that's where we stand right now. I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember seeing the exact same thing last time. But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now, the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. Alright, well, it's good to see an old friend, but, you know, why is it everyone we know is always getting drawn up for murder charges? Smile, you're on candid camera. This guard monitors the visitor's room. I bet they don't get too many waitresses in here. He looks like he's getting a bit restless. That badge, is it real? Of course it's real. That's what they all say, but I've been duped before. Give it to me for a sec. Ah. Chomp? She bit into it. And I left a few teeth marks too. Well, at least you know it's not chocolate. I can see that. I just wish I could remember if that means it's real or a fake. Oh, I said it was real. I know I used to be on the police force, sir. But I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can help you out with now is the menu at Tribulations, sir. Oh, don't let it get you down, Maggie. So she works at Tribulations, which means very good, if I'm not mistaken. I know, what's her name? Mitsurigi? Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on. I have to look this up now because if I don't know her name, I'm gonna be really, 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 really upset. What's her name? Mitsuru. That's it. Mitsuru Kirijo. The character from Persona 3, yeah, that's her. She's always saying things like, Excalo and Très bien, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong on that, correct me if I am mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's her. Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article's about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Hey, someone who actually complimented me by the way I look. That's like the first time it's ever happened. Me? Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Arg. Hey, Maggie. Was my evil double I am here too? No, I don't remember a funny you, Maya. Oh, would have been so cool. Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you cleared of this crime, you said. Cleared of this crime? When did we ever talk like that? Okay, I get the picture. But you met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me? Oh, the dots. I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little? Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal and you looked a little bit shady. And your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and... So the guy was nothing like me then? But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Oh, the dots. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Did they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces. But it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Yeah, I know. Can we have a normal case for a change? I mean, after the last case being incredibly bizarre? Oh boy. Thanks for your help last year. Aw, it was nothing. I'm glad we got you off the hook. I hope you can help me out this year, too. Yeah, me too. It'd be sweet if we could get that verdict overturned. Okay, nothing about, Godo. I mean, Mia, sorry. Nothing about Godo. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. He really looked out for me when I was on the force. Have you seen him recently? No, he's never been to the restaurant. Guess he's not a fan of French cuisine, huh? He's an instant noodle type guy after all. Yeah, he prefers the simple things in life. I don't know if the word preferred is the right word. I think afford would be the right word. Or he's just simply too poor to afford anything else. I love it when the protagonists are on the same page. No matter what happens, I never let things get me down. You're always so positive, aren't you, Maggie? Much of Maggie Bird, they say. The other bird catches the worm, a bird in the hand. Wow, all those phrases are... Wow, all those phrases are named after you? And I never turn my back on anything. You're always so strong, aren't you, Maggie? Much of Maggie Bird, they say. I'm a tough old bird. Tough old bird, Nick. Yee! Did you get it? Yeah, I get it. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to her, shall we? Maggie Bird. So, how come you dress like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. Huh. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's okay. I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of the life of Mega Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, called me straight away, sir. And then you got into this more mess straight away, right?
Yeah, you could put it that way.
What happened?
This whole mess started on the 3rd of the last month. And it happened at Tribulations. Tribulations? Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included.
Oh.
There were 2 men at the table, both drinking coffee.
So it looks like me, doesn't it? Except not me.
And then... one of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim just took one sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked, I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim.
Did you know the guy who was killed?
Not at all. I've never seen the guy before.
Oh. So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right?
Of course. A good waitress must be attentive to the clientele.
So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come?
Oh, the allotted dots. You tell me, Mr. Wright.
Ack! Guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get her a description of the guy. Guilty verdict.
So if you saw the murderer, why are we so convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man. The one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at the table the whole time.
But how's that possible?
I don't know, but nobody, not one person, would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job.
Look, that wasn't me, okay?
And then, they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? Poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious.
And no one else saw this other guy?
No, sir. That's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him.
The other guy.
I was the one who took the coffee to the 2 men.
Oh? And what was your impression of them?
Well, when I first saw them, I kinda thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess.
So it was a band CD. Maybe a promo disc? I wasn't MC Hammer, that would be...
Maybe it was MC Screwdriver.
Oh dear lord. Get serious, Maya. Would you buy the CD for a group named that? Oh.
What was the name of the group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC... And what about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. Mr. Wright, Do you think it's possible to get a retrial?
Probably. I mean, the court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. So we should be able to get a retrial.
Mr. Wright,
All the questions?
do you think we'll win next time? Sir,
All the exclamative dots.
my life has been a full-course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods. Failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive because Megabird always lives to fight another day. And one day I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. Zeneoap is really going to pay for this.
Oh my lord, I'm so... there are times when I wish this game was voiceovered so I could hear what a character would say, and I would love to hear what she says for Zin Aop. It's probably Zin Eve, right? Phoenix Zin Eve. Yeah, it's probably Zin Eve. Yeah, that's probably how she's saying it. Okay. Zin Eve. That's how I'm gonna say it from now on. What are you staring at me like that for? I'm not Zin Eve. But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out.
We'll find him. Don't you worry. We'll get Zin E for you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you what TBN is then.
Right. The restaurant where the murder took place.
Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. All right, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food.
Yeah, we know that's all you care about is the food. No, that's not fair, FlightlessBird. She wants to help the girl out too. Yeah, but she does want the food too. All right, so let's not be mistaken here. She wants to help her out, but she also wants to eat. All right, let's move to. We didn't get any new evidence here, did we? Maggie Bird, age 23, a waitress at Tribulations, was found guilty of murder thanks to the phony me.
No matter what happens, I never let things get me down. You're always so positive, aren't you, Maggie? Macho Maggie Bird, they say. The other bird catches the worm, a bird in the hand. Wow, all those phrases are named to you?
Alright, so it's all the same, isn't it? Yeah, it's all the same. I hope I can be like Bird. You know, I mean, she's got the same name as me, Bird. But I hope I can be like Maggie Bird, which is the always optimistic one. The one that doesn't let things get you down and just keeps trucking forward, because I think those are really good personality traits to have. Alright, let's go to criminal affairs before going to Tribulations. January 6th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Oh my god, did the mascot get a girlfriend?
It's been ages since we came down to the precinct, huh, Nick?
Looks like Gumshoe isn't around.
He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work.
No, he's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case.
Guess that means we should go to the Detention Center and chat with our killer, huh?
After being convicted without a fair trial, I'm not sure a killer is the right label. Alright, let's look around. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
To die running a red light. Die the old-fashioned way of old age. We have a winner. Inject a bit of humor. That's the key.
Oh, the dots. He must be coming up with slogans for a safety campaign. I guess? It's always good to hear what he has to say. These are the Detector Desks. There are computers and files in each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I expected. I guess detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desk. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad.
Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute.
Well, that's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force.
So what's with the pink one? It's new, right?
She's not it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief?
Yep, meet the pink badger.
So what's called blue and the other is called pink, but they're both called badger?
Now you got it. I mean, they're married.
Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief.
Now you got it. Well, that's marriage for you.
Oh. I wouldn't know. Your flightless bird is not married. Whoa, a mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep oceans. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen.
What? Sergeant Mass turned up at the bank? What's he doing? Hands up, you scalawags. You're under arrest. Hey, well, that's our job.
Looks like Rhonda Lights opted for a new career.
Quit surfing the net, Chief. So sorry, I was just,
Things feel pretty tense in here. What the heck is going on there? Hands up, you scalawags, you're under arrest. Hey, that's our job. Quit surfing the net, Chief. So, did Master Mask become a crime fighter now? Is that what it's saying? I still feel like it's not right that he was able to get scot-free, you know, out of the fact that he was arrested. I mean, for the fact that he committed crimes. I mean, even if he's turning around his life, which is a good thing, and I think that's great, I hate to see that, you know, that someone got away with committing, you know, mass theft, right? Although, is he a superhero, or is it implying that he's like a movie star now? I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comment below. Does that mean that he's a movie star and he's a YouTube creator, or does that mean he's a superhero? Très bien. January 6th, Très bien. Oh, listen to this music. It's amazing.
Wow, look at this place.
Look, more like smell. What is with this suffocating scent of flowers in here? Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right?
Actually, I'm not all that into it.
All the dots.
All the dots. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here.
Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello? Is there anyone here? All the dots. I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here.
Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want.
Yeah, I suppose we can. I immediately noticed this newspaper sticking out.
It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French.
Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Chic? Cheek? Chike? Cheek? I don't know what that word means, sorry.
Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then.
There's something stuffed in behind the rack.
Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages.
MC Balmer. Ha ha ha. 100,000. MC Balmer in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros.
$100,000? Maybe?
I wonder what MC Balmer is supposed to be. This paper is from December 3rd. By the way, over there on the right it says 500,000. This paper is from the day of the poisoning.
What?
Sports paper added to the court record. Dates from December 3rd, the day of the incident, found at Très bien. Paper from the day of the murder. This has got to be a clue. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper. Alright. Days on December 3rd, day of the incident. Found at Tribulations. It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and all in French. Why don't you try wearing some? Oh, same thing, huh? We found the sports paper behind this magazine rack earlier. I better try to find out everything I can about it. Yeah. Stranger can't look at the chef picture here. It's the restaurant's front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or close. It must be one or the other, but I don't know which one since I do know Jacques about French. Maybe it's closed. Maybe that's why no one's here. Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money. You know, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way. Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all these personally. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look, fine bone china cups. Oh, the dots. I never knew you were so cultured. Ah, come on, Maya, this is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. Oh, we're talking to, person who didn't know what a computer was until not too long ago, right? I love the music. The music is great. This must be the table where the murder occurred. I guess so, with all this police tape all around it. And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know? Well then, why can I picture you doing just that? Wow, it's a beautiful winterland out there. Really? Cool, I love snow. Let me see. Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing. Got you. I was only kidding, Maya. Haha. Nick! There are lies that are okay to tell, and then there's lies that definitely aren't. All I did was tell an itty bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. Sheesh. I agree though. Although I would not want to snow in my area, people would not know how to drive. This restaurant has partitions that separate the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. This table is set nicely. It just needs a customer. What do you think this flower is, Nick? Well, let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip, and it's not a sunflower, I don't think. Duh, even I could have told you that. Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Dang-a-bit. Dag-nabbit? I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. Anything else? I don't see anything else in this area. Yeah. But we did get a newspaper here, so we did get something, right? Let's go back and ask about the newspaper. Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. Did Gutson Bond manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggie, that paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. And Gutson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh, no. You knew Maya wasn't into that kind of thing. I mean, come on. Of course she is. I found this paper in the magazine rack at Tribulations. Really? Well, that's strange. Tribulations doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of their customers left it behind? Anyway, what I want to look at is the scribble here. Ah, that's it, sir. MC Bomber. That was the name that was written on the CD. Just as I thought. I guess it wasn't MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So that $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone give me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. Man. Someone give me $100,000? I know exactly what I would do with it. I would pay off my college loan, and I would pay off my house. Because with $100,000, I could do both. And then all the money that I make from my job could go into savings, and I could save for my future. And that would just be amazing. If only.
The master crying, or the spirit song, or even Maya's theme.
Okay, Maya, we know you just made those up again. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim.
You're right.
So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? And of course we picked it up without dusting for fingerprints. Man, how bad are the detectives though? Come on, how did you not find this and dust it for fingerprints?
I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick?
Well, there's not much else I can do. Except go somewhere new. Nope, that's not it. Is Gumshoe back?
MC Bomber.
And don't forget the $100,000 too. Actually, it doesn't say $100,000. It just says 100,000. We're assuming it means $100,000, right?
There's something about that name, MC Bomber.
Yeah, it's a pretty unusual name.
Everyone's worried about bombs these days, I guess.
I'm not sure that has any bearing on anything related to this case.
Anyway, we should really look into this some more.
Yeah, let's try to go back to the restaurant. Maybe that triggered something. Because we've been everywhere else. If I could actually go to Tribulations. There we go. January 6th, Tribulations. Ooh la la la, bonjour. Welcome to La Tribulations.
Oh, hello, all the dots?
What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Ah, Mr. Armstrong, I'm assuming? Bienvenue, welcome to my petit restaurant.
Huh? B Avenue?
Oh no, my petit tulip.
Huh? Me?
Look at his face, like a little kitten be detected by its own mother. You are fatigued, huh? Alors, you need as use. An aromatic bath oil melange of la néolé and la rose. My personal recommendation.
You think I need what?
Oui. Just add a couple of drops of this mister to the bath water and voila! It will suit your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic.
Really?
And for la monsieur. Oh, me? Oh, look at that face, like a puppy rejected by life itself. You are fatigued, non? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot. Maybe a hint of wee. I will add a peppermint and a clary sage for the fragrance accepting in air. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur. My beauty? Hello, if you will be seated, I will begin your special menu as a day. Actually, we're not here to eat, we're lawyers. Oh, my ambience, I know this already, monsieur. You are la Phoenix, right, non? Yes, you know me? Mas, oui, I never forget the man who flirts with me, especially in court.
I guess he was cross-examined by mysterious Zin Eep.
Zenith. It looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already.
I wonder what sort of impressions Zenith's been leaving on people, don't you?
Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am Jean Armstrong, Untitled. Alright, well, we met John Armstrong here. And I don't know what's going on in this case. We got a impersonator running around pretending to be us. And that's problematic. We need to figure it out. We need to figure out who the Zenith is. No, I am, unfortunately. I know Maya is very disappointed by that. But yeah, so apparently our double killed the other guy, and then after the double killed the other guy, he knocked out Bird, who then got planted the evidence to accuse her of murder, and then he represented her to make sure she got the guilty charge so he would get out scot-free. But who is it? It's obviously not this guy, because this guy is huge. I mean, look at the muscles on this guy. This does not look like Phoenix Wright at all. Even if they say, hey, Phoenix Wright was a little bit taller, this does not look like us. So, I guess we can rule him out. I guess we can rule Gumshoe out. Jean Armstrong, age 39, Tribulations owner and chef. A witness in this case was also into aromatherapy. I love his eyes. Look at the way they sparkle and his lips blushing. He's got a great design to him. Holy cow, yes, absolutely amazing. Biting on a rose. Although the rose looks really weird the way it's kind of biting through his teeth. But anyway, very interesting guy. I'm pretty sure we will get to know Louis Armstrong. Is it Louis Armstrong? Because isn't that the name of the Jean Armstrong? Louis Armstrong is the guy with the trombone, trumpet, trombone. Arr! You know, the famous musician. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, my name is FlightlessBird. This is your Stories Gaming channel, and this is our blind Let's Play of the Ace Attorney Trilogy, Trials and Tribulations. Until next time, my friends, so long, and take care.
Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.